iron in the soul. What's up, YouTube? This is King Jabez, back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on Instagram at The King Jabez, as well as my website, theironofsoul.com, where you can book a consultation or get my book. Whatever you choose to do will be greatly appreciated. Let's do some work. Today's video is a very important subject. I got on color red again, which is a symbol of love. And so in today's video, I want to talk about chosen ones. How to know what to discern fake love. There's a lot of that in 2023. It's been a lot of that for the last 3 years for a lot of people, for 2020, 2021, 2022. Many of us had that uncomfortable experience of realizing that I did not mean to them what they meant to me. In other words, they didn't value me the way I valued them. And this is happening in every arena. This is happening at work, with coworkers. This is happening with family. I've been reading the comments from that video. Go check that video out, the humiliation ritual. And a lot of you are experiencing some of that because you're around people who really don't have your back. And when you begin to discern that, that's when it's time to separate and to isolate and go into a season of self-discovery of yourself, as well as discovering who God really is and getting around people who really care about you. So what we're talking about indirectly is what is referred to as a soul tie. Soul tie can be through sex. It could be through work or finance. It could be being with your buddies, relationships. Two of the Hebrew brothers, when they got together, they had a bad soul tie. And they would do bad things like kill people, take women. They did all types of stuff when they were together. And so a soul tie can be men get together to rob people. To do bad things. It's a brotherhood, but it's a bad one. It could be through sexual union. It could be through finance. You're at a job where you're connected to them because of the money they give you every 2 weeks. And you hate that job. You don't like the people there. You don't like the way they treat you. You hate the way you feel whenever you leave that facility. And you're only there because you need that check on that Friday, on today. So as you can see from the beginning of this talk, it could be from work, family, buddies, boyfriend, girlfriend. It could be any of that. Can be where you are subject to a lot of fake love. And one thing about being a phony, it's going to come out eventually who you are. It was unfortunate for the young woman who lost her life in Mexico with fake friends, turned on her, beat her to death. You know about the stories all over social media. I did a TikTok talking about that, had over 100,000 views because people understood that. You're around someone who you think is your friend, and the whole time they're really jealous of you. Right? Some of you've been through this with your best friend. There was a story recently online. This stuff is happening every day. 2 women down in Atlanta, who were doing what they were doing. I'll leave that right there where it's at. And they got robbed. And the video, which I saw, looked like this was a setup like one girl set the other girl up. They got robbed for 10K, 10 bands. And it looked staged. It looked like one girl was really shocked and the other one was kind of going along with it. Fake friends. So the fake friend will backdoor you for some money. Fake love is when ladies, they tell them men, they will say, a man, ladies who want to get in bed with you, and I hate to tell them the fellas, they will say anything. You hear me? Man, I love you. You see how I use the Will Smith say that? I love you. Right? You are beautiful. You are a queen. A guy will say anything to get in bed with you. And once he gets what he wants, like Jay-Z said, on to the next one. Players. And they will use words and charm and game. They know how to talk that talk. I've been around them. I told you I'm from Chicago. I'm not boasting about that. I've been around pimps. My father was a pimp. So I know all about this firsthand. My uncles, all these guys, they will say anything to get in bed with you. Men, some of these ladies, they just slicker than a gas station mop. They will manipulate and pretend to love you and care about you and just be using you for your money. So what am I trying to say? Men and women can both be the victims of fake love. And the problem with this is that you're trying to show genuine love and you're not getting that back. And the whole time you're doing this, your subconscious mind is telling you something's not right about this. I don't like the way I feel, right? I'm being used, I'm being exploited. And you get to a place where you get used to that. And you're not used to receiving genuine love. So you shut down and you accept that as opposed to being in a regular, healthy relationship. So as we think about this, fake love, what we're really talking about on a much deeper level is opening your mind up to mind control and witchcraft. That's I have to say that's what game is mind control. They're playing mind games with you, lady, sir. And so they're I hate to use this language, they're pimping you. They're using manipulation, lies, smooth talking, music, money, financing, wine and dining. They use all of that to get what they want. And once they get what they want, they're done with you. They discard you. They talk about you. They call you stupid. You know I'm telling the truth. Because that's what they really think about you. See, when a person, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you this game. When someone is operating in fake love, let me give it to you straight. I'm a straight shooter if you know that about me by now. They think you're stupid. Because they know what they think about you, and it's laughable to them that you don't get it. That you don't get that they're playing games with your mind, with your spirit. So when you're under fake love, what you are really under on a deeper level is witchcraft. Once you put that sexual piece in this, and you start talking about, online porn addiction, and tap into that. This is for the men and women, and then relationships becomes all about sex. That leads to mind control, manipulation, and opens the doors to all types of spirits that come in and confuse the mind. And so when you're under that witchcraft and that mind control, it's easy to manipulate you, to play games with you, to run game on you. And that is so unfortunate because we're in a time now in the world where you need friends. You see, from where I stand, we are called to separation. We're not called to isolation. Say that with me. We are called to separation. We are not called to isolation. The Most High has not called us to be by ourselves. He's called us to be with the right people, right? We're not called to be alone. We're called to be separate, select, choice in the people we want to be around. So we had to avoid fake love, but we don't want to leave fake love and soul ties and then go into a place of just, I don't trust nobody, because that's not good either. Two is better than one. And a cord of three is not easily broken. Okay? And so hard times, difficulties, such as what has happened, and I think what has happened over the last 3 years with all of us has really made me, you, us, all of us really evaluate our relationships. With people, with our church, with our family, with the job we're working at. So a lot of people have made decisions to shift gears and to create a new space for themselves, to go into a new lane. And you have been able to discern the false love because you were in a time in your life when you needed love, right? When you needed affirmation, when you needed encouragement, when you needed sometimes financial support, when you needed someone to talk to you on the phone. See, sometimes it ain't always about money. Sometimes a friend is just being there to talk to you, right? A friend is there at all times. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. A friend is somebody, let me tell you what a friend is now. A friend is somebody who will get on the phone with you and talk to you for half an hour and tell you, man, you're going down the wrong path. That's not for you. That's a friend. You don't want yes men around you. You don't want yes women around you. You want people who you can have real conversations with that will help you both to grow, develop, and to prosper, and to go forward with your life. So when you need love and you get an opposite of that, when you're smart, eventually you'll begin to discern that. And some of you right now, you're in a place in your life now where you're evaluating your relationships. You're thinking, do I really want to be with this man for the next 10, 20 years? Do I want to be with this woman for the next, say, 20 years, next 5 months? Do I want to be in this relationship with this person 5 to 6 months from now? And that's something we need to think about. So as you continue your journey in discerning fake love from real love, what you have to do, I read a quote somewhere, I forget where it was at online, and it was basically saying, you get what you tolerate. So what that means is very profound. You got to get to a place where you're just no longer going to tolerate certain things. I'm not tolerating being treated as an afterthought anymore. I'm not going to tolerate, you talking sideways to me. You're not going to disrespect me. I'm not going to tolerate using me when it's convenient for you. I'm not going to be there for you, but you're not there for me. I'm not going to allow you to make me seem like I'm inferior to you, where we may be on the same level, or I may be above you in some areas. And so you need to get to a place where you no longer tolerate certain behavior from people, right? People do what they can get away with. And I'll never forget, this is my 290 brothers. I was out west one day, and a woman was talking to her boyfriend, and she was cursing him out. I'm not going to use the language she just used. She was cursing him out, but it made a lot of sense what she was saying. And she was saying, people treat you how you carry yourself. If you carry yourself like a, and she said the word, they're going to treat you like a bee. You carry yourself like a man, they're going to treat you like a man. And, even though she was loud and she was mad at him about whatever happened, that's actually true. People are going to treat you how you carry yourself. So if you carry yourself like a pushover, guess what? That's how people are going to treat you. If you treat yourself like a side person, they're going to treat you that way. You're going to get treated, ma'am, sir, the way you carry yourself. If you carry yourself like a king, people will be forced to treat you that way or just leave you alone. Or challenge you. When they challenge you, put them in their place. If you carry yourself like a queen, men, ladies will be forced to see you that way. They're not going to come to you sideways if your energy says you're not open for that. That's one thing I know about men. They're going to come at you the way you appear. If you appear to be someone I can come in like that, they're going to come at you that way. So people treat you how you carry yourself. And this is something I learned from my uncle a long time ago. You can't open yourself up to certain conversations, certain people. In other words, your vibe should be such a way where people know to not even come at you that way. So the way you carry yourself, your disposition, your voice tone, your body language, your ability to create eye contact or lack thereof, the way you carry yourself, that will shield you from a lot of that fake love. People will kind of know, okay, I'm not even going to come at him like that. And when they try and you hit the brakes, like when the car, oh, hold on, hit the brakes, they're going to have to respond that way. So I hope that this video has been of help to you. I want to really just end this by really just give you some encouragement. Don't accept fake love. Let me just end with that. Simply put, I ain't got to make this profound or deep. Simply put, stop accepting fake love. People are not with you. Listen to me. Life is short. You don't have time to be around people who don't really value you. That's simple. And if you feel that, you got common sense, you feel the vibes, okay? And you got to tell you this, you already knew this when you heard this video. You know you're feeling those vibes. You know what time it is. So you sometimes accept that as opposed to being by yourself. No, don't do yourself like that. Don't accept that. Remove yourself. Respect yourself. And position yourself to be around someone who will add value to your life, who won't give you fake love, but will really value you for the special persons you really are. So I hope this message was of help to you. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this content. This is King Jabez. Thanks for listening. God bless.